Alrighty, y'all. You know what it's time for? It's time for another Grace Needs a Fucking Break video. I feel like this has become the new cycle. I do a bunch of involved things, like I did that supposed custom for Lewis Hamilton. I wrote like a filet crochet pattern. Now I just want to make something that's like stupid easy. And these are fun because I feel like even if you're like a more beginner crocheter, it's like a really easy kind of thing for you to follow along with. And I have this yarn. I got it when I was in Lisbon and I don't actually know what it's called, but worry not, because Hobby has this yarn. I'll link it down below. I think it's called the Cocktail. It's like a metallic super fine yarn and it's actually better than this one because this one is a little bit itchy. That one is like really smooth on the outside of the strand, so you actually can wear it on your skin and it's pretty comfortable. This might make a kind of itchy top, but I have a pretty high threshold for discomfort when it comes to what I wear, in case you haven't gathered from the fact that I wear heels like 90% of the time. I have two of these. What is it? It's the limon metalizado? I don't know. Just use the Hobby one because this one is honestly not ideal. And what I want to make is a cowl neck top. No hate to whoever released this. I've been seeing people like follow a pattern for a cowl neck top and I'm honestly really confused because it is like the most simple silhouette to crochet ever. Here, I'll draw it for you. So as you can see, a cowl neck top is literally just a rectangle. The strand at the bottom is what ties around your waist. And then the strand at the top is what ties around your neck. Once you put it around your neck, it'll cause this part to drape and form the cowl neck. What you see down here is what I'm gonna try and do, which is like more of like a sloped shape, because that will basically make the cowl neck more like this. But if you are more beginner, you could literally just do the rectangle. It's so easy, and I feel like a sparkly little like drapey cowl neck top would be so cute to style for summer. I actually was originally gonna make this a one-day challenge because I think it'll be so fast, but it's 4 p.m. I kind of got a late start today because of my depression. Now I'm actually about to head out and try and crochet in the park and get some sun because I recently like learned how important vitamin D is for your bone strength, and I'm like having this weird premature crash out about having osteoporosis when I'm in my 50s. I'm 27 for the record. But all we're gonna do to start is either make a chain or a row of foundation double crochets, whatever you prefer. And you just want it to be long enough to like wrap around your waist and tie in a knot in the back. And you don't want the knot to be like stubby. So just make sure you have enough length for like a kind of like drapier, more intentional looking knot. And yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be hopefully a very straightforward project.
Chờ mong anh mà anh hững hờ, từng đêm nhớ từng tin nhắn không ai biết được. Em cũng chỉ cần một chút hơi ấm của anh, but that's enough. Your item moves, it's over tonight. Mình đã có biết bao buồn vui, đã có lúc môi kèm môi qua you and I.
Okay, you guys are gonna be like, what am I looking at right now? I really did not get that much done because I'm busy choosing pattern testers and writing the pattern for this little filet crochet top from my last video. I got like 900 pattern testers, so I've been going through them for 6 hours and I still haven't finished making my selections. But I'm so grateful that many people want to apply to test a pattern. Like, I'm always so confused why people even want to test a pattern because it is honestly like unpaid labor, and I feel kind of bad because I'm like, why do you want to, like, you're getting like an $8 pattern for free to like make a whole piece and like take photos of it. Genuinely so flattering to me that many people applied. Although I might need to close it earlier next time because going through that many people is genuinely so difficult. So I'm like, how do I narrow down all these gorgeous, talented, this dog needs to stop barking, gorgeous, talented fiber artists. Anyway, back to this situation. So, well, okay, let me show you mechanically. These two ends tie just like in a little double knot in the back, like that. And then this goes up. And I know originally I said I wanted the top to slope, but I actually had to redo this part many times because I used up one of my 2 things of yarn already. Oh wait, I threw away the empty one. But basically, like, the cardboard thing that it's wrapped around is huge, and there's basically no yarn on this. And does it even have, like, it doesn't have the yardage on here. So I just did not realize that it's like almost nothing. I sloped it a little bit, but it really is basically just a rectangle attached to like a strip, right? And then now I'm just gonna work this part straight upwards. I'm hoping that the second spool is enough yarn for that. I did do this thing because I don't like when, like for the knot at the back, I like the ends to be tapered. So all I do, instead of working like a row of double crochet, I'll do like a few slip stitches, a few single crochets, a few half double crochets, and then go to the double crochet. And then I like mirror the same thing on the other side. And that's kind of what gives you this like slopiness and like gives you more of like a point at the end of your ties. I'm a little bit worried because the yarn's like stiffer than I realized. It's working up like do you see how this is not actually like draping that nicely? I guess it's not bad. I'm just gonna have to see. I was looking on Michaels and Amazon. I'm wondering if I should get some like, I think what would be really pretty is if I added like a kind of like pendant like trim to the bottom, or if I added like those little like circular charms. I saw a really cute one on Pinterest that had like kind of like those like round, almost like mother of pearl type things like all over the top, and I thought that was so gorgeous. But I might just finish the top before I go buy embellishments for it because it might just look fugly, in which case I won't need them. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down and keep finish these testers. Whoa. Finish choosing these testers, and I feel like I can finish this top tonight. I'm not used to like my video being such a small undertaking. Maybe I'll make another top or something. I don't know. I know you guys like long videos, so I'm like, what am I gonna do? Put out like a 12-minute video like normal YouTubers who don't have like a major rambling issue like I do? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Asked on your story what kind of content we wanted to see, and then you posted.
Oh yeah.
What did you think?
It's like cool, good to know.
Yeah, I'm like, I think it's gonna be like,
Oh, yeah, just open up the video.
But the thing is like,
Oh, thank you. Don't forget I got the kappa. Alrighty, y'all. I have used up all my yarn, and this is what I have to show for it. This is clearly not the finished top, but I am gonna try it on just to explain like how you would make this top successfully. As you can probably see, the rectangle is not wide enough, which I knew. I just made it narrower because I was like very conscious of the fact that I was running out of yarn. But you want the width of the rectangle to be basically like towards the back of your body. Like I would say from like here to here is the width you want to target, because you want a lot of extra fabric so that once you bring it towards the center, it really drapes. Like clearly I don't have enough drape here and it's kind of giving bib. And then it's also not long enough. Like I prefer like a longer top, so I would have had it work like all the way up until here, because that once again will give you more drape. But hopefully you can see like from this how you would make a successful top. The other thing that I tried on in my attempts to salvage this, like this could also be the tie around the neck, and then you could use like chain or something, like one chain here and then one chain at the bottom to connect it in the back, and it would be a very like side booby backless Paris Hilton Y2K situation. It's not like horrible. You know, you're kind of giving some cowl neck action here, but obviously I'm not super happy with this. And it's funny because people always comment, like, especially when they watch my short form videos on like TikTok or Instagram, they're like, oh my gosh, like everything you make always turns out so amazing. But it's like, it's not because I don't do stupid things and make mistakes. Case in point. It's literally just my sheer determination to make it work and my unwillingness to give up even when like I've reached a point where I probably should give up. I am once again not giving up, and I'm going to take this apart and knit it instead because knitting uses a lot less yarn, so I think I'll be able to get the amount of surface area that I need. The reason I'm not giving up on this is honestly like this yarn, you can't really see because there's like not direct sunlight in my room, but in direct sunlight it's so sparkly. It's like rhinestone fabric, and I do a lot of buying yarn without a plan for it, and I have found myself like not really using it, and so I'm kind of like forcing myself to use all the yarn that I bought with no plan. And I need to stop doing that because this is what happens when I buy yarn with no plan, right? But I want to force myself to use it so I can convince myself that I'm allowed to keep buying yarn with no plan. Does that make any sense? So I'm gonna knit it, and I am thinking kind of what I was saying earlier, I actually might do this part around the neck and then like do chain, like something not yarn in the back. Cause I don't actually love the look of the knot in the back. I don't think it's that cute. And I have like a bunch of silver chains, so I might try and figure something out there. But hopefully you guys understand though, how simple the construction of this top is. Like it's literally a line and a rectangle. Just make sure the rectangle is wide enough and don't be dumb like me. Now, I need to head out very soon actually because I'm getting a tattoo. My mom is gonna be really mad at me. I'm kind of scared. And it's not that I don't care what she thinks. I would have way more tattoos if my mom didn't hate tattoos. Like I've purposefully gotten them all in like pretty hidden spots. I mean, I have this tiny one right here which is like my Chinese name, but everything else is on my back, and I haven't gotten any big arm ones even though I want them because I feel like that would really make her crash out. So the one I'm getting today is like a kind of like under boob rib cage one from Ouch Tattoos. I wanted a tattoo from her for so long. She also knits, so she has some really cute knitting and crochet tattoos if any of you are interested in that. The only reason I haven't gotten it is because I really only see it as like an arm placement and I'm not getting arm tats. But I picked out this like really gorgeous lily. I don't like super like girly feminine tattoos, but I like her flowers because they're like a little bit more like edgy and less like your typical flower tattoo. And I feel like the shape of this one is perfect for like this. I've been looking for something for this position, this spot for a long time, and I feel like this is gonna be perfect. I hope it doesn't hurt. I've fallen asleep during all my previous tattoos, so I didn't have to deal with any of the pain. I do have a pretty high pain tolerance, but like I've heard that ribcage tattoos really, really hurt, so I'm a little bit scared. This is what I'm wearing. I'm actually wearing a bikini under this because I want to make sure I see what it looks like with the bikini. Like I just don't want it to be one of those weird things where like only part of the tattoo is coming out and you can't even tell what it is and it looks weird. I normally wear like a belt and like little kitten heels with this outfit and it's very cute, but I'm going to skip the belt and just wear boots today because I'm just trying to be comfy. Also, y'all probably have seen like my perm is usually like a pretty defined wave. I have this whole product routine. I posted it on YouTube Shorts before. Like I use like mousse and curl cream, and that's how I get that very like big curly hair. But because my perm is growing out and obviously like my natural hair is not as curly, I've been skipping a lot of the product and styling it as like a softer wave because I do feel like it blends with like the unpermed part better. And it's actually like really pretty, and I feel like it looks more similar to like the curling iron curls that I used to do pre-perm. I know a lot of people were commenting like, isn't it gonna look dumb when it grows out? But I haven't been having issues with it. Okay, this tattoo artist does not live that close to me, so we need to leave like right now.
While you have this on, if you're like sweating a ton under, I would take it off.
Oh, okay.
But it'll like liquid will come out like your body.
Oh, yum. Thank you.
谢谢。
Alrighty, hi guys. Look, my cat's eye shirt came in. I had a bit of a crisis because you can kind of tell, but you can like really tell when I fully stand up. I got a large and it's huge. Like, I asked on my story if I should try and re-sew it into something cuter and everyone was like, no, it looks good oversized, just wear it with short shorts. And I'm like, do you guys understand that this like fully clears any length of short I would ever wear? Like, it goes mid-thigh for me. So I'm thinking about trying to like re-sew it because I don't think this is like the way it fits now. I wouldn't wear it out, and I did want it to be more than just like a pajama shirt, you know? Oh, and my tattoo. Wait, let me see if I can show it to you without like flashing you. 1 second. I just took the second skin off, so if you see like that weird borderline, that's why. I had a brief moment where I was spiraling about the placement. I think if you look at it, like when I have no bikini on, I kind of wish it was like a little bit further forward, like it matched the curvature of my boob a little bit more, and was like a little bit more towards the front than towards the back. But, well, obviously there's nothing I can do about it now, and I'm still really happy with it. Like, I love the pink blushing. I think it's so pretty, and it kind of, mirrors my lower back tattoo. That was not intentional, but they kind of like go together. I feel like it complements my other tattoos well. And everyone's telling me that a ribcage tattoo is gonna hurt so badly. They said the same thing about my spine tattoo. Like, I have an upper back tat, and I'm genuinely beginning to think that maybe I'm like missing nerves or something, because it was like not painful. And it was also so fast. It took her like under 15 minutes. And I was like yapping and then it was done and I was like, what? But yeah, I just like love her art style. I feel like it's super unique and like really my style. I don't see myself getting any more in the near future, but I definitely could see myself getting another one from her if I did. What was I gonna say? Oh, it's actually 2 days later because yesterday I was busy crocheting this guy. Basically, Jimmy Fairley, one of my favorite sunglasses brands. I have like these little green ones that I wear all the time. Love these. They have like really unique styles. They wanted to do like a little TikTok with me where I crocheted a version of their like brand tote in a day. And I kind of ate. Like, it looks really good. I literally did do it in one sitting. I like ironed on these letters for the branding. And, whoa, what? And I even sewed in like a canvas tote for lining to give it some structure. So honestly, I think I will just like actually use this when I go to the beach. It's cute. I like the colors. I use this yarn I've never used before. It's like the Loops and Threads classic cotton from Michaels. It's like a medium weight, thicker cotton. So it worked up really, really fast. And oh, the top that we're actually supposed to be talking about is over here. So you can see this is like the part that I'm planning to have go around the neck. I didn't actually make the straps that long because, you know how I was saying I don't like how the knot looks? I think I might actually just like connect these and just have it go over my head. Like, I don't really need this to come apart. And then you can see we're finally getting like the drape that we're supposed to be getting because the rectangle is like much wider. You can see this is like, well, you can't see because this cat's eye shirt is so large, but this is more like a width that reaches towards my back. And because I'm knitting it, the textile has like, it's much thinner and it has more drape. But my concern is once again that I might not have enough yarn. Yes, like knitting takes less yarn, but I am using like thin-ish needles. I think these are like 5mm. And this is how much I have left. I will say like, I'm going through this really slowly. Like, this is producing a lot more surface area than I expected, but I don't know if it's going to get me to the length I wanted, because I wanted this to be not like a crop top. Like I prefer long tops. Maybe if I make it really low cut, that will help with the length situation. I don't know. It's just like very funny to me that the reason I made this video is because I was like, why would you need a pattern for this? This is the simplest top ever. I should be able to finish it in a day. And now like no matter what I do, I can't seem to produce this top. Knitting is also so much slower than I remember. I've been crocheting a lot more and it's just, it goes by so much faster when you're crocheting. But yeah, in terms of what I want to use for the back, I have like 2 chains here. I have no recollection of what I purchased this for. Like these were for a specific project, but Lord knows what. I think I might have gotten this because I wanted a crochet chain, which I still do want to do. It's just on my long list of things. But I actually think like this silver is a better color match for this piece. I don't know, is this chain too thick? We'll see. Let's just see if I can even get a finished top out of this freaking yarn. It's a pretty chill day today. I'm trying to give myself a break since I, you know, finished a whole bag yesterday. I'm supposed to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, the new episode, with my roommate in 45 minutes. It's in our calendar, even though we live together. And then tonight I have a brand dinner with the Face Shop, this Korean skincare brand with Crystal, who's also my nail tech. So I need to figure out what I'm wearing for that. It's like so insanely hot outside. I originally was gonna be like, oh, let me go to like a cafe or go outside and like sunbathe while I knit. But honestly, I just want to sit in the freaking AC. So yeah, my hope is that I can just finish like however long I can make this top tonight, and then we can just do any finishing touches tomorrow. Me thinking this is going to be a short video, watch this be like the same length as my other YouTube videos. The universe stays humbling me, doesn't it?
They're from my future mother-in-law.
This is gonna.
By the way.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough watch. Oh god.
K-beauty is hotter than ever, but you know, it's really making K-beauty more accessible, and obviously Target is a great way to do that. Oh my gosh, I love yes, I like that. I love it just
Like in a bad way?
I think it's a good way.
Y'all, I am actually so gagged right now because I just got home from meeting the Miss Lola Tongue, star of The Summer I Turned Pretty. There's literally proof in this video that I am obsessed with that show. I'm obsessed with her. And I start walking towards her before I even say anything. She's like, oh, you like knit clothes on the internet. And I was like, and she was like, did you make that top? And I was like, she was like, yeah, I've seen your videos. You're so talented. And I was like, gagged. Speechless, gagged. And are you guys proud of me? Like, look, I wore 2 things that I made. I have this little top, still getting requests for a pattern. My next pattern release is going to be this. It's going to be a crochet version. Everyone was like, we want both. And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, and the days, the they thems, I can only do one thing at a time. And I do think I'll be able to make it made to measure a little bit more easily using crochet. So that's coming up next. And then I have my loose ends dusk bag. And the meet and greet was at the new Crocs store in Soho. And I have been wanting a pair of Crocs for so long. Look at the ones I picked out. They are so cute. I forgot what they're called. I'll link them down below. But I was choosing between the cream and the black. They're like a platform, super comfy, obviously waterproof. They look so good with just like a pair of baggy jeans like this. And then I picked a bunch of gibbets, obviously, to put on them. I love the little Hello Kitty, and the rest are just like black and silver. I have honestly been like so unmotivated with content, as y'all know, and that interaction, albeit it was like 1 minute long, with Lola Tongue has brought me back to life. Oh, the top. Sorry, I forgot what this video was even about. So here's what we have. Fantastic news. We are actually still short on yarn. This is just as much as I could get out of the yarn we had. And tell me why it's not looking like any more surface area than the crochet version. Just, I don't want to talk about it. So here's what I did. I know I said before that I was just going to connect the neck part, but I actually like being able to adjust like how high or low cut the neckline is. So I left the knots and I added these little sparkle charms. I just got them in a pack on Amazon, and I feel like it makes the little knot at the back look more intentional. And then for the waist part, because I had no choice because there's no yarn left, I ended up using the thicker chain. I actually wanted to use the thinner one, but like it doesn't have like separate links that I can pry open, so I didn't even know how to break it. I think I would need like wire cutters. So I just used the thicker chain, and then I have like a little lobster clasp, like the one you use for necklaces, at the other corner. You'll see when I put it on, it's still like not wide enough. You can see the rectangle really only goes to like my sides. And like I said earlier, you basically it could literally meet in the back. It could be even wider than the circumference of your body. Just think about like when people take scarves and they make scarf tops, they'll take the whole scarf and tie it around their neck, and that creates this drape. So like the more drape you want, the wider you want to make your rectangle, but it should be at least like twice the width of the front of your body, which this barely is. I didn't make the rectangle that wide because, once again, the lack of yarn. And if I had made the rectangle any narrower, I don't think I would have gotten the length I needed. So this really was the best I could do. I'm gonna stop talking and just try it on. Okay, so you can see I have tied it very, very low. And that's because the lower I put it, the more of a drape I get. If you don't want it to be this low cut, it's like no problem. You could tie it a lot higher. You would just need your rectangle once again to be wider. Take a shot every time I've said the rectangle needs to be wider in this freaking video. But I actually love how it turned out. Like, even though it's not ideal due to the whole yarn situation, I would actually wear this all the time. Because actually, I need to try it on with my Y2K jeans. Y'all cannot tell me that this is not a sleigh. Look at the freaking back. That is so good. I feel like the little chain around the waist, I also added like a sparkle pendant in the middle. Goes so well with my lower back tattoo. I love the charms at the top. I do think it makes the knot look a little bit cuter. And oh, if you're wondering what my other tattoo is, it's this red one that I have up here. This is probably the only top I will wear that shows all of my tattoos. Look, my new one is poking out. It's still healing, but so cute. And oh, I forgot to mention, I used a garter stitch for this. So that's all knitting, no purling. I normally use stockinette, but that will lead to the sides curling, which I didn't really want to deal with. So that's what I did. And I know that this is like the trust she has in this top. Normally I use fashion tape when I wear stuff like this and literally stick it to my body so that I don't have like a stray tit flying out. I do feel like this is my power silhouette though. I have a black dress I wore for Fashion Week that's very similar because I don't have cleavage. I just have what I call sexy sternum. So I like to show my sexy sternum and my non-existent side boob. But if you don't want to have your entire back out, again, you could just make your rectangle way wider and have like the literal corners of the rectangle tie in the back. And that'll give you like a lot more coverage in this area. And okay, I kind of wish this video had gone a little bit more smoothly because the whole point was to be like, this project is so easy and foolproof. And then I proceeded to kind of fuck it up twice. But assuming you have enough yarn, just make a freaking rectangle, make sure it's at least twice as wide as the front of your body, The more drape you want, the wider you should make it. And if you don't know how to like make the straps, you could attach corner to these chains. Attach chains to the top corners as well and have chain around the neck. Like you could literally just attach stuff to the four corners of a rectangle and it would become a top. So I'm hoping at least one person makes this top because of this video, because otherwise why did I do this? Like I don't think I did like a great job of selling this project. But ironically, this is really cute and probably one of the pieces I've made that I would actually wear. Like this is so me. Imagine it with like my hair up and some big silver earrings out at the club. I have not been to the club in well over a year because I'd rather be at home knitting and my 27-year-old body can't handle that stuff anymore. But in theory, me at the club. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed, even though this video was like not a super cool, awesome project and was a very small undertaking, but you know, I figured it'd be nice to do something that's like a little bit more easily replicable. Everyone help me manifest that I can make a custom for Miss Lola Tongue now that I know that she knows I exist. My new dream clientele, Lewis Hamilton, Cat's Eye, Miss Lola Tongue. Let's channel our energy into that. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Love y'all. See you in the next one. Bye guys.
You left the kitchen light on.